Hello guys, before the video starts, I want to say my vacation is now officially over. Hope y'all guys like this what if, and I will be starting a channel interviewing my viewers. So if you want to come basically get interviewed by me, come check out the Discord. My Discord is my Discord name is cloaked_weave if you want to go check me out. Add me so I can add you to a Discord server and we can have a talk about stuff. Maybe I can interview some of y'all that actually want to be interviewed. If you don't, it's good. If you have like PlayStation, Xbox, or anything, we can talk on there if you want to. Well, see y'all guys later. Peace out and enjoy the video. Hello everyone. This what if came out in a live stream, so if you ever want to suggest me what ifs, you can always just go check me out when I'm live. I will be live in a few hours or so. By the time this video gets uploaded, I will be a live streaming the Storm trilogy. I already beat Storm 2, so there will not be no Storm 2 gameplay. It will only be Storm 1 through Storm 3. I might play a little bit of something else, but who knows. A few days after, August 1st, February, January, March, April, May, June, July, August, yeah, August 1st, I will be streaming Roblox. I know. You could thank Obito for it. I'm sorry this intro is really long, but this what if is clearly what if Uchiha's Let's Konoha, and this has a big effect on everybody. I forgot to scratch out the Hidden Leaf headband on Sasuke, so if it's still the Hidden Leaf, he's not a part of the Hidden Leaf. Who cares? Well, see y'all guys. Roll the intro. As I was talking about in the, before the intro rolled, the events would happen differently. Now let's just get straight into the what if. Madara would leave the village and tell his Uchiha clan to come with him. This time the Uchiha clan would actually think Madara is our leader and we're just gonna abandon him, and who knows, Madara could just come back and murder the Uchiha clan. So a whole bunch of people go with him. Almost the whole entire Uchiha clan goes with Madara. A few Uchiha stay, but they're not noticeable because they just die off anyway. They just get murdered by the other Uchiha that don't go. So there's basically there's no more Uchiha left, but there is one more Uchiha baby that survived. And this kid, that was a young kid, is known as was the son of one of the strongest Uchiha there ever was. Not Madara, but it was one of the strongest Uchihas that ever lived, but he decided to stay and he hid his baby. This kid is unnamed, and this kid would be born later into the village. Well, let's just skip to the Uchiha. I'm not worried about Konoha because everything will probably run the same for a little bit. The Uchiha would find a village, find a whole bunch of land, and Madara will call the village hidden behind the waterfall, because the village will be inside of a giant cave hidden behind a waterfall. There will still be a big gate behind the waterfall so nobody can just walk in, but still. The village hidden in the waterfall will become a really powerful village since it's all Uchihas and some other big name clans, but not notable clans. The village would become powerful, and eventually the first ever Kage of the village, the Kage, would be named Madara Uchiha. The Kage is basically like the Hokage, Raikage, Shisukage, and others. They would become a part of the great nation and slowly take over a part of land. They would start training their Genin, and in decades would pass since Madara and them, and the third Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi, would be pronounced the third Hokage. But I would like to say this before. there would be no Uchiha massacre. There would be no. There would be no freaking Akatsuki because Madara didn't. Madara didn't go in the path of darkness, which he does still, but Madara still gets killed by he still gets killed by Hashirama in this timeline. There's no Nagato, no Black Zetsu incident since there's no point. But Madara would still be telling the Eye of the Moon plan and spread it through his Uchihas, and he would know in a few more decades they would have to start their plan. And eventually, a boy named Fugaku would be born, and a guy named Minato would be born as well. And they would meet up on the battlefield many times when they're kids, and they would actually grow a really powerful rivalry and a hatred for each other. A few decades later, they would both have their firstborns. They would first have he would have Fugaku would have his firstborn Itachi Uchiha, and then a few years after, Sasuke would be born, and then Naruto would be born on the same day as Sasuke for some reason. Strange. It's like they're made for each other. Well, they're talking to me. Naruto, the Konoha and the Village and the Waterfall would have constant war. There would be nonstop war for Battle of the Land of Fire, which would lead into Naruto's life becoming a Genin much faster, letting Flying Raijin, the Rasengan, and the Chidori from Kakashi. And guess what? Kakashi doesn't have a Sharingan in this timeline because Obito's never part of Konoha. Kakashi's still pretty strong in his own right, but he's not as strong as it was. Naruto's only 10, hope you know this, but he's still a Genin. He would be powerful. Naruto would be one of the most powerful Genins that ever walked the face of this earth, almost Chunin rank. Him and Shikamaru would become friends, but later Shikamaru would die, basically, from the war, from accidentally falling asleep. Sasuke would become a monster on the battlefield, killing people ruthlessly. I don't have to. Sasuke would be murdering people back to back with no remorse. Sasuke going around killing people with basically no hesitation. Naruto refuses to murder people, but he will knock them out until one day he runs into a girl Uchiha, with her 3 Tomo. Naruto throws a kunai towards her, and he teleports to the side of her and kicks her on the side, knocking her to the ground, puts a kunai to her neck. And then as soon as he sees this, Sasuke sees this. He sees this as Katachi's girlfriend, she's, whatever her name is, Miko Uchiha, whatever her name is. He sees this and activates his 1 Tomo for the first time and runs towards Naruto. They would call him the Hidden Leaves Demon, since he's the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, and this war has gone long enough. Sasuke would run over towards Naruto with a kunai. Naruto would look over and throw a kunai towards Sasuke, and their kunai would clash. But what Sasuke didn't know, this kunai is not ordinary kunai. This kunai has Flying Raijin on it. Naruto teleports, but Sasuke kicks him in the head, flips him with his legs, slams him into the ground. Naruto grabs Sasuke and slams him to the rocks. Sasuke will feel that he got powerful. Well, Sasuke will feel and Naruto's more powerful than him, and get enraged. Itachi would come. Itachi would come to finish Naruto off, but before he could, Minato would arrive. Minato would hit Itachi's Susanoo hand. Well, hit Itachi's hand away from Naruto. Itachi knows he can't take Minato at this point, even with his Mangekyo Sharingan. He's not touching Minato. Naruto and Minato leave to go to Turtle Island to train. Naruto goes to Turtle Island and trains for a little bit, and then Jiraiya comes and it takes Naruto to Mount Miyaboku. Naruto lives in Mount Miyaboku for the rest of his life, basically, and you never see him again. Well, Naruto lives in Mount Miyaboku, and he starts living there until basically around the time of Part 1. Sasuke is wondering where that Naruto brat is, where that Naruto kid is that he needs to take revenge on. Over this time, Orochimaru would ally himself with the Uchiha, and he gave Sasuke the curse mark to give him more power. He also was going to give Itachi one, but Itachi didn't want the curse mark. But Orochimaru would actually not worry about taking Sasuke's body because the Uchiha promised that if he helped them, he would let them have a lot of Uchiha corpses and let them have their eyes that were taken from them when they die. Which is a lie. They just want give. They just want to basically just take his. They just want to capture Orochimaru as soon as he tries to give them one of their eyes. Well, they don't know that yet. Madara's eyes would be preserved in a special vault, and Sasuke would go to that vault one day, influenced by Orochimaru. He would take the Madara's eyes that were on the verge of maturing into a Rinnegan. One day Sasuke is praying in the basically vault of where Madara's eyes is, and then he sees them morph into a Rinnegan. Sasuke is the only one that knows this, and he takes the eyes and hides them in a really secure place. I mean, like, ultimate secure place in his room, where nobody can find it. The alarm will go off to notice that Madara's eyes have been stolen. Itachi would look around for the eyes, and no matter what, he can't find them. Even with his Mangekyo Sharingan, he can't find him. Shisui just unlocked his Mangekyo, and he just found his ability is to put people under Genjutsu that are so powerful that basically they can't get it. It's just so powerful. The Leaf would be devastated, and the Leaf would be overtaken by the Uchiha since Minato would get murdered in the war. A lot of people will get murdered in the war, and eventually the village hidden in the waterfall absorbs Konoha. Naruto would wake up from Mount Myoboku. 3 years have passed since he turned 13. Another year would pass and he turned 16, and he would train. Naruto would basically train every day to learn Sage Mode and perfect it to the maximum. And Naruto does. And he also goes to Turtle Island with Killer Bee to train to unlock KCM. Because at this point, all the people from Konoha, refugees, are all going to the Hidden Cloud and the other villages because they just made a shinobi alliance since the fourth great shinobi war of the war is basically happening right in front of them. All the tailed beasts will be captured besides Naruto and Killer Bee, like normal. Naruto and the others would all. Naruto and Killer Bee will go train, and Naruto unlock KCM, but then he'll spend more time trying to befriend basically Kurama and unlock more power. Orochimaru would revive Madara Uchiha, and Madara would wake up, and he would tell everybody that how is the Moon Eye plan going. He said they're only missing 2 Jinchuriki, and one of the most powerful Uchihas, the powerfulest Uchiha, would step up with his mask on. He would tell him something. Madara Uchiha, our plans are going swimmingly, but here's the thing that's going wrong. The Nine Tails Jinchuriki is split up. One half is somewhere, and the other half is another place. We don't know if the Jinchuriki where the second Jinchuriki's at. We heard it was a redhead woman, but we never captured her. Madara would say, no problem, and he would disappear. And the other man with the mask, his mask will swirl up and he would disappear. An Uchiha woman would yell for the man's name. She would yell Obito. Obito would look back, take off his mask, and look towards the woman. I'll talk to you later, okay? Shisui bumping, looking at Obito and saying, wow, Obito, I didn't know you're such a lady. Before he could even say anything, Obito will calmly away, and he would go after Madara. Naruto would train and train and train until Obito and Madara both pull up on Naruto and the others. Kushina would have KCM1 and so will Naruto versus KCM Kushina, KCM Naruto, Killer B, Jiraiya, Perfect Sage Mode, Mastered Sage Mode, basically anybody else, basically almost every single Allied Shinobi World Forces will be all there versus Madara and Obito. You saw what Madara did to the fourth Shinobi, but Naruto he did to the freaking he you saw what he did. He completely obliterated them and matched that with Obito that has Hashirama cells. At this point, every Uchiha would have Hashirama cells because if he has a black a Zetsu army, and he has a single piece of Hashirama cell, he will be able to duplicate the Hashirama cells and give it to every Uchiha. But every Uchiha would have the ability to unlock the Rinnegan. Well, not the yes, the Rinnegan. Which Madara doesn't know that's the case since he's a reincarnation. That's the only reason why he gets the Rinnegan. And Sasuke's Rinnegan will mature faster than Madara's for some reason. Will mature faster. Sasuke would think it's time since the war is finally about to come to an end if they win. Sasuke grabs one of the Madara's Rinnegans and implants it into his eye with a Zetsu's help. Sasuke would come out of his room with his eyes closed and goes up towards the fourth war in front of all his brothers, in front of everybody. And everybody will tell Sasuke to get back. He's only a kid. And Sasuke opens up his Sharingan eye, showing it's a Mangekyo Sharingan. Itachi instantly wants to switch eyes with Sasuke so he doesn't go blind, but Sasuke says, "No need, Itachi. You can have my eyes." Sasuke opens up the other one and it's a Rinnegan. Seeing this, everybody is shocked and says, "Sasuke, how did your eye mature so fast?" Let's just say, "I'm powerful than you think, Itachi." The others would praise Sasuke for being the next leader, and Sasuke will tell them to hurry up. Let's go take down these Jinchuriki. Itachi would be suspicious and ask Sasuke to grab Sasuke and say, "We're not leaving yet. We still need to trade eyes." Sasuke goes over to a jar and grabs his eyes. Put his eyes in there, and Zetsu trades their eyes. Well, trades both of Sasuke's Sharingans, not the Rinnegan. Which Itachi doesn't know. Naruto, Kushina, and the other people in the wars would just be destroying random Uchihas until Madara and Obito appear, and then they start bodying the Shinobi forces too. Naruto would be impaled by Obito and get his tail beast ripped out by Madara. Obito would go. The war would happen like normal, and then Sasuke and Itachi would appear with their base Susanos. And once Obito sees the Rinnegan, he blitzes towards Sasuke, rips out the Rinnegan, and plants it into his own eye, and revives Madara, since he's completely under Madara's control since birth. Obito dying, Madara puts Black Zetsu on him, and then the war happens again. Sasuke wondering what just happened, and Madara fights Sasuke and says, "Sasuke Uchiha, the Uchiha clan is just being used for my benefits. Me and Obito are taking over the world, and we're gonna cast the infinite Tsukunome and destroy everything, or make peace. Now that you know my plans, you can't stay alive." Sasuke, opening his eyes widely, he grabbed his sword and impaled Sasuke with his Limbo clone and him. He grabs the eye from Obito and plants it into his self and gets one of his Rinnegans. He asked where's the other Rinnegan from Sasuke, and Sasuke said he's not telling him, but he put some other same genjutsu that Obito put Kon on, and he tells Obito to get his Rinnegan. Obito comes back and gives him his Rinnegan, summons the Ten Tails, Killer Bee gets taken and he's murdered. The sign he's not coming back. The divine tree is planted. The Ten Tails is made. Water absorbs the Ten Tails and the God tree and becomes broken. Naruto would wake up and see an old man, and he would tell the old man what's he looking at. The old man would say, "I'm Hagoromo, the Sage of Six Paths." And that's gonna be all for today's video. I know this video was like really I skipped over a lot of major events because some of the major events don't happen. Sasuke retrieval arc doesn't happen. Chunin exams not gonna happen because there's constantly war between the two villages. What's another thing that might happen? Let me think. The Akatsuki not gonna happen. As I said again, the Chunin exams won't happen because there's constantly war between the two villages. I'll see y'all guys in the next video. If you guys want to see some more videos, check out my check out. If y'all guys want to see some videos of me just chatting and stuff, come to the stream later. And if y'all guys want, also go check out my TikTok, the official Cloaked Weeb. I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Peace out. Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control. Guys, I would just like to say thank you for the meme of the day. I'm just gonna stop interrupting the video from now on. The meme of the day will be split up into different parts of the video. Sometimes there won't be an intro instead of the meme of the day. Well, I don't know. I'm back, and I'm happy. And you better be happy too.